So, moved to a new city alone. I have one friend here. Just got crumbled from an 8-year, essentially, marriage, and on a whim got told it was over. So I packed up my bags and moved out here. And well, being single, I got on, I call them fuck apps. And that's what it was, fuck app. And I had some fun after I got on my feet and moved out, and I got about 3 months of fun. And then out of nowhere, perfectly around the old good old heart day, Valentine's Day, the thing rolls in. And well, I had some history that had created a particular type. And it was gift wrapped and pushed my way. And so as I'm shuffling these cards, I say, what was the original intention behind this individual walking up to me and broadcasting himself? And this book falls out, and the cards perfectly like that too, with the Tower and Judgment. And then on the bottom of the deck is 10 Swords. So let's find out what this book is. The wish fulfillment. They worked hard to pave the way for money as they look at what they did to get that money. Murder. Laid to waste. Someone who was actually loving, nurturing, real, spoke real, and wasn't like Sesame Street. They were some like quadruple X porn, let's go real, but also loving. Just instead of lying about it, involved you, got your input, and responded to your information, your input. To death. Why? Why, say you? Why would anybody do that? Well, in science, there's a thing called Occam's razor. And when things are wild and crazy, as any of my tales I would tell from this experience here, the simplest solution is always usually the answer, especially when things get complicated. Money. Money. Why else would someone do that? Well, sorry, the divine's going to disappoint you. Despair, solitude, and emptiness. Injustice has been done. Injustice will be done. I got motherfucking spiritual guards. While y'all plotting cahoot about who to send so y'all can get money. Bunch of old women burning up their youth already and then drinking others. The world. This world where, well, you see that big beam of light coming out of their chest? Well, they're taking flight and looking up because, well, one cannot fly without looking up. And I'm not looking back, not looking down, not defeated. Where my heart was is now this empty hole of light leaking out. As I just look up, literally killed. Finger wigglers. Lose my make hopeless. Sit back and wait and watch it happen. So we can get our money. Because somehow I'm married to that person. Once you're married in this lovely state of Oregon, unless you were actually there, you can't ever know that you were married unless you're trying probably to get married again. And even then, there's probably some weirdness about that. I can't find out if I'm married here. And thus also, I can't find out if I have insurance on me that shouldn't be on me. Because of all this craziness, the only thing that makes sense is money. And it also tests out with kinesiology, permission, authority in front of this audience. The postulation presented is as accurate as I can kind of pinpoint it, because, well, I've just been lied to the whole way. Permission, authority in front of this audience. That is so. That is so. I am just a check that's never going to be written. And I just have to suffer for it because, well, if you just keep pushing hard enough, maybe you'll do it. Do what? Get us paid. Good. Tired of having to look like we're suffering. Well, when you burn $60,000, $70,000 in a month, well, you're going to need a whole line of people behind me. Unless you just, took a lot of policies out. Stressing over it. And the people that want you to give them their cut from the plan laid out. A Pisces, as I always see. Yeah. We're going to meet one day. I can know truth. I can get some roundabouts. And if I know the details, I can confirm that they are so. But I can't really just pull out the detail. I need something to help me. And how I know this is also true? Well, one, Occam's razor. And the work I do. That or that's just more feeding into it, but here I stand. Here this has happened. For the past 3 years, every time I go out, have fun, smile, celebrate, just be, a single gay man. It's schemed. Concert. Puppet master. All you need is the fucking mustache and your chest of skin masks over there as you shape change into what you need to be to snag this empress, to stuff your mattress, which I guess makes y'all happy. To take something that you treated like had a whole life of that. No, I literally had just, the 2-3 months that you probably saw and was just watching in the shadows, and I didn't notice you until you decided, well, let's put the old man in the sea. Let me go play my role. And as he buys into it, I can get my money. And he's holding and loving. And you're just looking up, just waiting for the check. When I was trying to make you okay. A heart-filled cancer. But you woke up a magician. Unforgivable. Yet was giving you every opportunity to have forgiveness. But what was done and what is being done is unforgivable. roll your ass away. Dump out that dope bag. Because I feel like there's a heavier price to pay than just not getting a check. My eye seems to say. I'm also just a ghost still. Because they did succeed. I wonder if they got paid. Were they able to clock it? Who the fuck if I know? But I just keep coming back. And I can't go away. And everything they send at me, I just neutralize by just being me. But now there's more to me. More than just a hermit in a tower. I'm the goddamn night sky. With power. I am fearless. Protective. And I know you're there already. So go ahead and start writing a little love song. I think you're going to slowly take it up here and get your miracle check. Because you're banking on my little loving heart. Also, the people that set us up knew. I'm sure you were pushed and assigned. You didn't choose me. I should have just stayed like that. But it wouldn't have mattered. There's always something in your ear. Pisces. And your desire to have it your way. Pretty sure I can't go anywhere. Till I can. And this passion that's real. That you move heaven and earth to make it seem like it's not. Well, that wind is catching your sails and pushing you towards the sunshine. But all you're gonna find is aloneness and a corpse you made. Truth. You can't have both contracts. There's a main 12 of you. I theorized that you wanted a gross because that would be punny, but y'all aren't that clever, which would be 12 groups of 12, all correlating with each zodiac sign, because y'all come around to do y'all's thing near y'all's birthday. And y'all should really work on your timing issues as well too, because, well, it makes it obvious. Yeah, no, full swing. I have an idea of how many people y'all have done this to. And you get little graces and probably have agreements with things that help you just be able to do that. That way you don't have to fear threats that should be real that aren't threats. Just be, hey, you can't do that, and here's consequences, and how you don't worry about them. This is a very, very sad city. Literally. The dogs of this city, the pets, hold up its foundation, because y'all would just destroy it to the ground without y'all's pets. And it goes deeper too. But I sure learned a lot. I accepted a lot about myself. And then I took and tempered it and squished out a new thing. I'd love to share it with you, but maybe eventually I'll talk about it here and there and y'all can catch on to it. But I am proud of them. More proud than this example of humanity. And as I said, my whole life, I got 3 months. Man. And like, the N-word is super prevalent. Title of my book. And being brought attention to, and I got like the vicious, direct, hey, right in your face example. Like, just, here is it, and there ain't no other saving grace. This is 99.998% ego. If he had that other 0.02%, he'd be a serial killer, which, as my heart races as I say that, is probably true. But I'm just Q, and I got OCPD. I observe, document, and cross-check, kinesiological check, tarot. That's literally the reason I got into tarot, is I was just tired of being in the dark. I needed some answers. And someone told me exactly what I went through that day. And, well, OCPD kicked in. So, here's my first of many of, you know what, fuck this. By not doing this, others may get hurt. And we'll talk about the view. Like, this rabbit hole goes deep. Which again, it's all so fucking crazy. But when it's all so crazy, what do? Again, OCPD kicks in. You Occam's razor. The simplest solution is most likely the answer. And, you know, a couple insurance policies, that's several $1 million. A couple $1 million, $500,000, $1.5 million, I don't know. Sad thing is that when you actually do the math, you divide it out probably, and the money they spend just making it, and the deals and all, whatever else, the expenditures, the cost, and you divide it out just on what I'm estimating, it's literally in Portland a minimum wage job. My life is worth a year's pay of a minimum wage job. I should be able to do whatever I want to your fucking existence and not a word be said. That true. So, be that not true, hopefully, and I'm just in the dark throwing darts. But again, Occam's razor, at the end of the day, it's the simplest solution. And it's the one that only makes sense. I don't know. It's just all too... Big Red, as I have them labeled, kind of spelled it out that day when there was a light switching, and one of the people I stuck my head out to. Try to have a good time. one of the people I stuck my head out to, and they sat on a corner, or stood on a corner, screaming for over an hour this crazy nonsense out of his mouth. And then now here I am the following year, right about a year ago, and now I understand what he meant as he was standing on this corner screaming. The craziest shit I have ever heard. Well, he wasn't crazy. He was fortune telling. And as he screamed at the top of his lungs, as no one cared, but we got bike lanes, they're not going to stop. So, as concluded, I think I have to make them stop. And it's probably just going to make it worse. The door slamming award goes to... Thank you, T, for that. I wish... Yeah. I explained that. But, whatever. I stand alone. Me and my crew. But 3 DUIs, it's just alone. And I don't know what to do. So I started finger wiggling too. But I calibrated. If I stuck a temperature gauge up that thing, it's near to the top of the chart as far as imbued with realness, love, light, aligned with divinity, divine, flying spaghetti noodle monster. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Everything I've done has just not been the solution. It just doesn't go away. I think the longest in the past 3 years of just on this instance, I'm gonna go deeper dive. Just on this instance, I think I've had a span of like 5 to 7 days without an incident. And I think it was like once or twice in 1,000 days. Wow, I haven't looked at it like that. Ooh, and on that note, I'm gonna dip. So I'm gonna upload this and it'll be there, and it's gonna just keep moving forward. Man, I'm good. Sucks, but I'm good. Anyway, just a lot of pragmatism. I'm more of an asset than a fucking paycheck. At this point, like, cut your losses, damn. It's like I can't even make sense of it then. Like, it starts losing the Occam razor. It's just like, okay, at this point, it has to be more costly now. And so if I had to put a fucking search beam light on this shit, and who cares if it makes me look crazy as fuck? Well, it is crazy as fuck. Until it's happening to you. And that's what I experienced a year ago as I was just listening to that man screaming that on the corner, and like it hadn't all clicked yet. Or was it longer than that now? I don't even know anymore. Life is weird now. And I think I'm doing good work. I do wish I had somebody to help confirm, because, well, again, it's just me. But the response to the work I've done either is well orchestrated more madness, or it is a response directly to what I was doing, because it was just, I got the response before I even was talking about it. Mainly, or so, I don't know. I didn't ever talk about the consequences. But this Pisces in my park wrote, "Long live the king." Yes, long live this king now. But he'll never answer to that sigil again. So if you're in a dark space, you're not crazy. Maybe you are. Fuck it. Who cares if you are? Sometimes you just need someone to gut you.